Okay, let's go ahead and get started there, everybody. Welcome back to another Terraria modding stream. I'm your host, Strangebeard Jim, and today we're going to continue on our path to try to see if we can actually build, um, the mod for our tech tree that we're kind of thinking about doing. But before we really get into like starting out the mod, right? So first off, ideally I want to, come here to the advanced guide to custom UI and really start like building up, um, what I need to do in order to get the overall interface to be, fully constructed, right? Um, the what I'm gonna need to make sure to do is there's one last little detail that I still need to kind of work on. Or I need to try to figure out if I can find information, and that is, can I find information about the guide and how he does the crafting menu. Okay, so for example, let me switch on over to the Terraria, right? So we go to our single player, we go to our little tester mod world, and so on and so forth. So when we go to our guide here, he has the option for crafting, right? And um, in his crafting menu, he's already kind of showing that we have some basic stuff that he just kind of automatically does, like, um not quite sure exactly, why he automatically picks some of these things and not like everything. Because for example, if I put wood in here, the list becomes so much larger. Okay. Um so the most that I can think of is that it's looking at things that, I can build with what I have, right? We're looking at things that, out of all the things that are in my inventory, we're looking at, items that, I can make right now, right? So if I was to, you know, so for example, if I was to place a wood there, then it's talking about like jungle torches, right? For the jungle campfire. Well, we don't have jungle torches anywhere in here, so that's probably the reason why we don't have the, jungle campfire being shown to us, right? So, but what I need to know is how is it getting this kind of information? You know, as soon as I put this piece of wood into this particular box, you know, what is the guide looking at to see all this information? Okay? Because I want to try to replicate it in a fashion, right? So, um, so I need to try to see if I can find more information about that. So, so that might require a little bit of a Google search. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go to webcam here, and I'm just gonna, just start doing some searching here. So Treya, um, how does the guide show crafting? Um, Let's see. Um, hmm. Um, let's see. Um, hmm. Yeah, that's not what I want. Hmm. Let's see. No, okay. Let's see, Terraria programming. Um, got the NPC guide code. Mm, well, that doesn't really do anything. Um, okay, that's not really. This is just general town NPC code there. That doesn't really work for my purposes. I'm trying to find um I want to find if there's a way for me to find the guides code, you know, not custom NPC, not NPC general or anything along those lines. I'm trying to find, you know, the, you know, um, how am I gonna do the Google foo on this to try to figure out this part? Um, NPC guide code. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. The problem that I have with this right at this moment in time is that it's kind of difficult to write to kind of Google what I'm specifically trying to look for. You know, for example, here let me go back to live here. You know, and bring up the two model loader, right? So you know, here I am, you know, going into my little modder world and stuff like that. And the thing is that, you know, I'm trying to find the code on how he does the material, you know, how to handle the material here. So how am I supposed to write that in a Google search and be able to like find the right kind of information that I'm looking for? And that's the problem. It's not I'm not necessarily finding the right um, I'm not necessarily finding the right information on that. Um, um, so let's see. Terraria modding. Um, the NPC guide crafting window. Um, hmm. And that's a specific mod that won't work. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let me see about this. This is just general information. That's not information that I need. Um, I, oh man, what am I looking for here? Um, let's see. How to code up an NPC guide crafting window. The wiki isn't going to help me out with this. seeing anything here that really will help me out with this. Um, hmm. Hmm. I still can't necessarily find. I mean, I might as well just go through the Terraria forums right at this moment in time and see if I can find like maybe something there that might be kind of what I'm looking for. Um, I mean, the only other thing that I can think of is trying to like decompile the Terraria and see if I can find the NPC code. And that's probably going to be a nightmare to try to see if I can even find any information about that. Um, so I'm trying not to do that right at this moment in time. To try to, avoid the need to uh, go into, um, you know, um, that I might need to. I don't know if anybody posted like a decompiled Terraria at all. Um, because I mean, I think they've said that, that's not exactly something that would be fantastic, or, they're like, hey, please don't do that. Which, I mean, I can understand them not wanting you to do. I get it. Um, they don't necessarily want you to, um, you know, in a sense, take the game, decompile it, slap another name on it, and put it up on shop and say, "This is mine," or some crap like that, right? Um, you know, there's a lot of unscrupulous people out there, and I can understand why they wouldn't necessarily want you to um, put that out there. But um, hmm. Hey there, Tara. How you doing? Well, technically, this isn't necessarily a Terraria stream per se. It's more of a you know, trying to figure out how to actually code in Terraria. So, um, trying to build a mod. So, but I'm not quite sure how to really go about approaching this right at this moment in time. I'm kind of at a, you know, I don't necessarily want to start. Um, I need to figure out how to, I need to kind of figure out how the guide, is able to show material information, um, before I get into the writing up the code directly. So, you have a Discord now? Nice. Well, I mean, obviously that's totally up to you. I mean, I'm not gonna say like, um, if you don't want it, then don't don't worry about it. Um, but yeah, hmm. But yeah, you gonna be a beta tester? Well, I haven't coded up anything yet. um, you know, I've been, in past couple of streams, I've been doing a lot of like looking through the easy guides, intermediate, the advanced, and so on and so forth. So I haven't officially made anything yet. Okay. Um, so you know, and to be honest, the only thing that I really want to create is a user interface. So, um, so it's not going to be anything that's going to be like requiring you to do any kind of like, oh, hey, I need you to go out and kill off this boss or anything along those lines, right? Um, you know, so, but the, I need to figure out where I can find the guides code, you know. Um, if I go to, let me go back to my little testing platform here. What I'm most interested in right at this moment in time is is this right here. You put a piece of material in it and you can kind of see everything that the guide is showing based off of the one wood piece, right? Um, so I'd like to try to figure out where I can find how they're able to pull up all that information like that instantaneously, right? I'm not quite sure exactly where that's at. Where that's at. If I can find where that's at, then I can try to like replicate it um, into the user interface that I'm looking for, right? So, um, so I need to find where I can get that code from, you know, so that I can, you know, basically build the user interface that I kind of want to make. So, um, I just don't know where it's and like okay. I can try to like decompile all of Terraria and then search through its code and try to see if I can find the NPC guide's base code and try to find where, how they're able to generate the crafting box and pull up all the information based off of that. I could try to do that. Um, it just I don't know if I'm going to be able to kind of get um I don't necessarily want to decompile the entire Terraria in order to do that though. Um, I'd rather not if I can help it. So, let's see. Um, yeah, maybe I'll try it out at some point in time, but I don't own the game, so that's something that I will have to um, wait for the time being. So, I found a GitHub that potentially could be Terraria's. Hmm. Oh wow, 51,000 lines. That is a huge file. Okay, let me see. Okay, well that didn't really do what I want it to do. Oh, gotta sneeze. Alright, sorry about that. I mean, I don't stream on Twitch, so you don't necessarily need to do it on my account, um, but I mean, my stream is kind of delayed anyway, so um, but obviously, if you're trying to connect with anybody else on Twitch, obviously, um, then yeah, that, not having a phone can be kind of problematic. I mean, although you should still be able to, although it would probably say like, hey, you need to do it, it's recommended to use you know, the two-factor notification, which I mean, obviously they would try to have you use more phone for that, but you might be able to try to figure out a way to get around that potentially. So, um, okay. Let me see. What about this? What's in here? Personalities. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for here. Hmm, let's see. Um, hmm. Where can I find the code for the NPC guide? Hmm, let's see. Source file for NPC guide. Hmm. Let's see. have to wait on that. Or yeah, I need information about where the guide is. Hmm. Okay. I have no idea what that's all about. Hmm. This is mod list. Don't really care about that. Since this is in a trace room. No worries there, Terra. I mean, yeah, this is just kind of more of a coding stream than anything else. Or at least this portion of it anyway. So, you know, I just kind of wish that I knew where to look for this. I mean, I'm sure that it's out there, just need to find it, and problem is that we're talking about a needle in a haystack, so mm, maybe. mm, No, that doesn't have anything there. Hmm. I don't know if that really works. Um, okay. Hmm. Let's see. Name inner. Okay. Hmm. I wonder if this is just all the names that they did for all the different characters that they do. I'm assuming. Hmm. Actually, let me see. Brent. My NPC's name is Brent, so maybe I can do. Okay, interesting. So, hmm, that's a lot of. Hmm, hmm, I think I found like a number that is associated with the guide, so I'm checking to see if like maybe the like they're not necessarily referring to the guide by the guide, right? So I'm making the assumption that maybe this particular number is, aligned with the guide in game, and maybe I can try to see about um, finding some information if they're like trying to find this particular number, which obviously is a bit rough because it's a fairly low number, um, 35. So, um, you know, and even then, I don't know if they really do anything more with that or not. There's a lot of matches. But so far, I'm not really seeing anything that will be of extreme use to me right at the moment. So, mm, I don't really see much here. Um, I don't think NPCs have anything to do with achievements, so yeah, nothing there from what I can see. Audio again, shouldn't be, you know, shouldn't necessarily find it there. Chat really doesn't mean anything. You know, cinematics, like what cinematics? um, let's see, data structures. Mm, yeah, I'm not really seeing much here either. Mm, let's check out these files here. Okay, well that doesn't really help me out with much. And that doesn't really help me out with much. Okay, never mind that. I mean, if I was to put, um, if I was to like maybe create NPCs, you know, personalities would probably fit in there, but at the same time, mm, hmm, okay, well, okay. Let me try to look up this info.npc.type for the Terraria. It's Terraria info.npc.type for guide. Okay, well, apparently we're gonna have to like maybe say like, hey, use this information only, and that didn't get anything. Damn it. Okay. Shit. Each NPC. Um, hmm. Even this doesn't really work. Ay, ay, ay. Having a really hard time trying to get the information on these guys. Hmm. I'm not really finding anything right at the moment. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay, well, let's see. Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. My God, this is a lot of if statements. Just trying to see if, I think I saw something where it's saying like, hey, check out main.cs, and I'm currently searching through main.cs um, for just guide and see if I can find something here. Um, Guide craft menu. Is that what I'm looking for? Let's see. Um, Something to maybe keep note of at least. Something to maybe look at later. Because I see it being referred to multiple times. But it might be like something that is concerning the player characters being able to craft something like on them, and not the guides um, crafting area. So like the recipe.find recipes, it's like maybe that has something to do with what I'm looking for. But again, I'm not 100% sure if that's correct or not. Hmm, this is kind of interesting. I'll need to maybe look up this one a little bit later. Draw guide, craft text. Alright, well, I'm gonna need to kind of call it at this point there, folks. I need to use the restroom as well, so we're gonna switch on over to Warframe. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here for now. Um, but I shall be back, so don't stress. And we shall um, start going into some Warframe gameplay. But that's where we're gonna go and end this session. I know you weren't really seeing all that much, but you know, I was just kind of searching. So, but that's gonna be it for now. More tomorrow, so look forward to that. I want to thank Tara for stopping on by and chatting with me. Appreciate it. I'll see what I can do with the mod, but obviously, you know, we're still far away from getting it anywhere completed. So you have to be patient on that. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can catch you next time. But until then, take care. Have a good night. Stay healthy. Stay safe. I'll catch you strangers next time. And stop recording.